One of the things that he's really trying to do is give students access to data that matters, to the employment data, to the like the bar passage data, to what percentage, not even like are they employed, but what percentage is going to big firm, what percentage is going to federal clerkships, state clerkships, and then looking also at the rates a little bit further down. So he's got a couple of things. He has his data dashboard, which is so great. You can also see, just some demographic data of the schools, but you can also, what I really like is put in your own financial information and then put in how much money you feel comfortable taking out in loans and in debt, and kind of build your law school list that way based on debt profile and historic scholarships and how a person like you might stack up with some of those scholarships, which is really powerful information. But then what he's also launching is he's launching a pre-law advisor, independent consultant training platform that's going to be just fantastic. It's going to make sure that pre-law advisors and consultants are trained on the ethical ways to help students to look past the rankings and to make those better informed decisions. I think there's going to be an opportunity for pre-law students themselves to really learn about, okay, what is the diversity statement? What is this? So that maybe they don't have someone that they feel like is in their corner that can tell them that information, or they don't have a lawyer in their family. They can go and get some of this information. And there'll also be a way for pre-law advisors and independent consultants to sort of track their students through the application process so that they can make sure that every piece is being taken care of and things aren't falling through the cracks. It's going to give pre-law advisors so much more power and confidence in their advising. Hopefully at some point, not in September, but in some point we're looking to have a mentor matching system so that we can match these pre-law students up with lawyers in the field and with, just people that can help them on their path. What I love is that all of the data is going to be free for students. They will have access right now, the LST wizard, that pro wizard. It has just like so much opportunity for you to customize it for yourself, and to give that into the hands of students themselves is going to be so phenomenal. I'm really excited for that.
That's awesome. I really love the idea of training pre-law advisors. I think pre-law advisors, their hearts are often, they're in the right place. They don't get into this profession because they don't care about students. They do, but their information's often outdated, or they're just going based on whatever they think their common sense is, not actually what the policies are or what best serves students, especially with so many policy changes in recent years with the LSAT and the admissions process. There are people who still think law schools average multiple scores. There are still people who tell students, take the LSAT officially just to see how you'll do, all of which is terrible advice. And then with the digital LSAT, and now the flex and the retake limits, first there were, then there weren't, then there are again. It's back and forth all the time. And I mean, I'm tracking this on a daily basis, even like hour by hour sometimes.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to keep up. It's a full-time job just to keep up with that. And that's my job. Pre-law advisors also have to advise students on what classes to take and such. So I wouldn't expect them to do everything.
Have other duties.
Yeah, it's like a part-time thing.
Pre-law advisors.
Yeah, it's just a part-time thing for them, given other responsibilities. Maybe it's a part-time position in general sometimes as well. These universities aren't always funding them sufficiently, even though they should. So, I mean, they'll call on folks like you and I to step in and kind of fill in those gaps. But then if we're only showing up a couple times a semester at most, maybe the rest of the time they're really getting substandard information, which is unfortunate. So I'm glad that LST is going to give them like proper training comprehensively, and I assume it'll be kept up to date as well, I'm sure. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them, and feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.